Hello, good morning guys. Good morning sa inyong lahat. Happy Monday morning. So, mag-start tayo sa program natin. First of all, let's play yung ating national anthem. While playing, lagay natin yung kanang kamay natin sa kaliwang dibdib. So, let's play the national anthem. Good morning ulit. So, let's start yung ating SA orientation. And for a brief message to welcome us all, let's welcome Sir G. Gerson, AVC Director ng ating Scholarships and Grants, Sir G. Gerson Pilado. Hello po, sir.
Ayan, hello, good morning po sa ating 81 million viewers ng Zoom for essay orientation. Gising ba? Kanina may isang nakabukas ng camera para nakahiga pa. Nakita niyo ba yon? Good morning, good morning sa ating 84 million. Sige, i-share lang ang link. I-share sa mga GC na wala ang faculty nyo, na pinagbinabash nyo yung mga teacher nyo doon. Sige, i-send sa lahat ng gustong mag-SA. Good morning. Again, I am Jickerson Lado. I'm currently the Assistant to the Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs. At sa ngalan po ng ating pinakamamahal at pinakamahal nating lahat na VC Janet Silva. Dadating po siya in a while, may meeting lamang po, magha-hi siya sa inyong lahat, sa ating 85 million viewers, no? At sa ngalan din po ng ating very student-friendly at talaga namang lapat sa estudyante na Chancellor Camacho, we are welcoming you to the essay orientation batch 2. So nung batch 1, lumampas kami ng 300 at hindi na kunayan ng Zoom kasi hanggang 300 lang ang capacity ng aming Zoom that time. We weren't expecting that much. Pero ngayon, lumalaban kayo, 87 million na. Number 2 na kayo, no? Sa number of participants. Ayan, so again, mula kay VC Janet at kay Chancellor Camacho, we thank you. We are improving all our programs and services at the Office of Scholarship and Grants. Of course, at the Office of the Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs. Kung may mga concerns and clarifications, hindi lang sa SA, kung may iba pang concerns on student wellness, no, and different student services, please do not hesitate to contact us. Nandito ang OVCSA. Dito tayo, no, sama-sama, tulong-tulong para walang maiwan, no. Yun yung message. That's a short message na gusto naming sabihin sa inyo. So please you would be later in good and very capable hands in discussing the SA program. So again, for the next siguro 1 to 2 hours, please listen to them, and hopefully sa dulo makapag SA kayo, maka-earn kayo, matuto kayo, makisalamuha kayo with different SA supervisors, because that's the goal magkaroon kayo ng other learning experience beyond the four walls of your classroom. And in the process, nagtagumpay kayo, nagtagumpay ang office, natulungan nyo sila, natulungan nyo ang bawat isa. So, ipanalo natin to. Ipanalo na natin to. But that's the message from VC. I would be giving you a very short introduction also about the Office of Scholarship and Grants as the director of the office. Okay? So I'll be quickly sharing my screen para hindi lamang nyo alam yung SA. Ano pa po ba ang mga pwede kong makuha or pwede kong mga makuhang assistance from the Office of Scholarships and Grants? Ayan. So wait lang po as I share. Ayan. All right, can you see my screen? Type nga tayo, press 1. Kaya nyo bang mag-everyone in the meeting? Press 1 kung nakikita ang screen ko. Press 1. Press 1. 1. 1. 1. Yan yung mga grades nyo nung nag-start ang SEM. Pero ngayon, 2. 2. 3. 1. 1. So, walang iba nagpe-press. Yung iba ba naka-everyone meeting ba? Yung host makigawa sa everyone meeting kasi naka-direct eh. Nakigawa na everyone meeting para makita ng iba that they are responding. Sir, naka-direct po. Opo, ito na. Kalma. Monday blues. Alright, naka-everyone meeting. So, isa-set lang yun na participant. Kung sino yung host, just click dun sa, pag ginupin mo yung chat, ipipress mo yung tatlong button, ... ipipress mo dun, tapos participant can chat to everyone. Ayan. So, 1, nakakapag-chat na kayo. Yan, nadali mo. No? All right, everyone is chatting 1, press 1. Ayan, buhay na buhay ang ating ilang milyon na tayo ngayon, 90 million viewers. All right. Excited na po kayo? Okay, let's learn more about the Office of Scholarship and Grants. Hindi lang SA, mabilisan lang po yung Office of Scholarship and Grants. All right. So kami po 'yan. May mga bagong kasama at kapamilya ang opisina. Okay? So directly under the Director's Office, we are reporting to the Office of the Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs. We have 4 major programs at isa na nga po yung color green, which is the Student Assistantship, which is where you are right now. Okay? Yung SA orientation. We also have Grants in Aid program. We have your private and government scholarships and your student loans and claims. So ano nga po ba in a nutshell ang pwede kong makuha from OSG? Kasi hirap na hirap ako sa buhay. Grabe yung pandemya, grabe yung mga nangyayari sa buhay ko. In a nutshell, this is everything that you can actually get from the Office of Scholarship and Grants. First, if you are batch 18 and above, maybe you're under free tuition. That's RA 10931, Universal Access to Quality Tertiary Education. Walang kailangang bayarang tuition because free ang tuition sa UP. You get the best education in the country and you get it for free. That's a big responsibility on your shoulders. Okay? So ang point lang is dumadating ang point na hindi lang naman tuition ang ating burden at ang challenge ng isang estudyante, especially now with the pandemic and the remote learning. You need to have your gadgets. You need to have them suffice for all the apps that you need, especially kung engineering ka, kung forestry ka. Paano kung kailangan kong mag-data, paano yung load ko? So we have the Grants in Aid program. The Grants in Aid program manages the SLAS. Yung SLAS po, yung Student Learning Assistance System, could give you 5,000 monthly stipend for 5 months. That's for 5 months, meaning for the whole semester. And that is through SLAS. Yan po yung mag-a-apply ka, and we would want to check if it's actually, if kayo ba ay pasok doon sa kanyang bracketing system. So ang nabibigyan po natin mostly ng 5,000 are those students that are under the low household income, or yung mga estudyante na talagang ang pamilya at saka yung bracket ay nandun sa low household income. It's grants, it's gratis. Ibig sabihin, hindi po niyo kailangan ng GWAC, hindi kailangan niyo ng anything. It's solely based on your household and your household income and characteristics. Okay? At kalakip din po ng ating SLAS, yung pong sinasabi nating learning assistance grants, no? Itatype po nila yung mga website if you are unaware ng mga website na to, no? Yung slsonline.up.edu.ph. To read more about it, you can actually access it and file during application periods. Pag kayo po ay FDS, nakakatanggap din kayo ng iPod at saka po ng internet connectivity for 1 year, na which is renewable every time you are enrolled in the university. Yung iPod, yung gadget na mabibigay po sa inyo, ay inyo na po siya. Okay? Hindi po nyo siya po ay hindi nyo ibabalik sa universidad. Okay? So yan po yung mga nakitang tugon ng universidad during this pandemic para makatugon sa ating remote learning. So don't forget to always file your SLAS kahit free tuition na. Ang baba ng application rate natin, nasa 3,000 lamang na undergrads out of 8,000, kasi nga alam nila, nagigets nila that maybe because covered na kayo ng free tuition. Ay, free tuition na ako eh. Ay, medyo well off na ako eh. Medyo privileged ako sa life eh. So, pero alam nyo ba that the last years, 2020, 2021, grabe yung nakita namin na kahit sobrang yaman, pero dahil tinamaan ng pandemya, yung kanilang mga breadwinner, talagang wala, nanghingi talaga din sila ng assistance. Nakita natin yung pagdami ng tao, ng mga estudyante na kailangan ng assistance. And we cannot assist you if you don't have SLAS, because that's the best way for us to check kung ano yung klase ng household at ano yung mga pwede nyong i-appeal regarding your concerns. Again, we apologize kung mayroong mga delays in terms of delivery of gadgets. We do our best at the office, OSG, na talagang ibigay siya agad ng mabilis, but the system and the telcos that we collaborate with, sila yung kasing provide ng gadget itself, pero once dumating na dito sa atin sa Los Baños, madali nating dinideliver sa bawat estudyante. Okay? So that's grants in aid program. Madami pa po yung kalakip. Nandiyan din po yung TES, TDP, yung Tertiary Education Subsidy, yung tulong-dunong program. Nandiyan din po yung DAA-SEF at nandiyan din po yung agri-tulong ng CHED. So mostly ng mga CHED na mga grants ay dito sa grants in aid program. Okay? Sa scholarship, if you are going to apply for a scholarship, most often this has GWA naman. So kung yung isang grants in aid program natin is gratis, this private and government scholarships are actually based sa GWA or kaya based sa eligibility ng mga donors, no, or partners na preferred nila. Gusto ko ay BS ganito, or kaya gusto ko ay galing sa ganitong region kasi dito ako lumaki. So may mga ganong criteria that you have to take note. I-chat din ng ating mga staff, no, yung lahat ng kailangan for the private and government scholarship. There is a listing of available scholarships on our website. Ayan, that's uplbosa.org/scholarships. Please visit our site para makita nyo yung listahan ng mga scholarships. Meron din po kaming ginawang Adapt a Student program. Meron din po tayong UPLB Cares, yung connectivity. Pwede namin kayong pahiramin ng mga laptop or bigyan ng load. Meron din po tayong ginawang bago na Akay Scholar para mabigyan kayo ng SIM at magkaroon kayo ng continuous data kasi alam natin yung hirap ng remote learning. So yun po ay sa pakikipagtulungan with the University Student Council and Rise for Education. Okay? So yun po. Sana po ay bisitahin niyo yung website natin para makita yung mga possible scholarships for you. All right. Student loans and claims. Nag-enjoy ako sa college sir. Press 2 kung nag-enjoy sa college. Just kidding. Nag-extend ako, hindi na ako covered ng free tuition. Paano yun, sir? So magbabayad na ako ng tuition ko. Medyo, yes, but you have to consult with your college secretary if you're still eligible for the free tuition. So ang pwede lamang makapagsabi niyan ay ang inyong college secretaries. So if ever nag-extend ka nga at nag-enjoy ka sa college, but in the process, ang gusto mong mangyari ay hindi ko muna bayaran yung tuition kasi hindi ko kaya eh. So can I delay and defer somehow yung payment muna? Yes, you can actually go for free tuition, no? Go for 100% and 80% tuition loan through the student loan board. Okay? Or yung magpapa-SLB, yan yung familiar kayo na term. Mag-SLB ka kung hindi ka makakabayad ng tuition. And yes, meron po tayo noon para latter part na lang ng semester or the next magpo-promissory note lang po tayo if hindi po natin kayang mabayaran. So do not give up. The Office of Scholarship and Grant is here. Kung feeling nyo ay hirap kayo with tuition, kung feeling nyo ay hirap din kayo with allowance, we also have a program ang tawag ay CLAP, like CLAP, no? So that's the Cash Loans Assistance Program. You can actually loan for the meantime 5,000 to 8,000 that you can actually pay later on. Usually yun yung ginagawa kapag may mga scholarship or may mga grants na matatanggap pero hindi pa dumadating kasi alam naman natin ang bagal ng proseso sa universidad. So once makuha nila agad yung kanilang mga allowance or stipend, binabayaran nila yung kanilang cash loan. Yung cash loan can be 5,000 or 8,000. So please, kung feeling nyo kailangan nyo ng pera, additional as you go through the semester, mag-clap po tayo, Cash Loans Assistance Program. I-message po dito sa chat box kung paano yung mga processes. There's also a website for this, no, in our UPLB OSA website. All right, 97 million viewers na tayo. I'm very happy. And last but not the least, ayan, yung mga cash loans natin. Siyempre, last but not the least ay yung ating program na SA. So ang pinaka-goal ng SA is for you to earn while you learn, and you put earning while learning, because it's not just a money-making mechanism. So parang on top of everything else, like grants, scholarships, or loans, you could still have on top of everything an SA. Pwede ka pong mag-SA, ay may scholarship na ako, pwede ka mag-SA. May grants na ako or may stipend, pwede pa rin ako mag-SA. Because it's an extra work that para kang trabahador pero you are learning in the process. Okay? And you can put it in your CV, you can actually get a certification out of it that you have actually worked in an office at the university, no? In UPLB. So please, the details of this will be discussed through this SA orientation. I want you to get everything that you can, and I thank you for being here, no, everyone. There are several emails that I want to show. This is our staff. By the way, we are only 13 out of the 13,000 UPLB students. So if we in any way are having mishaps or any errors on processing your papers, we deeply apologize in advance. I can attest on how passionate some of my staff are, no, and all of them are, no. Talagang they would dedicate their lives to give you your assistance, no. So please bear with us if in any case may mga ganun kaming instances. So just to show you some emails that you might be forgetting, ito para lang mabilisan na kasi hindi pa to alam ng iba. Ayan, learning assistance, if you want to ask for gadgets, no, gusto nyong magtanong kung paano ako pwedeng magkaroon ng gadget, please email this para kayo ay, kung hindi kayo pasok sa learning assistance through SLAS, pwede kayong ibigay sa Kaagapay or pwede kayong ibigay sa UPLB Cares. Mayroon tayong bagong program na Akay Scholar, and then yung college initiatives, baka pwede rin kayong ibigay doon, okay? And then again, if you are a scholar of CHED via the Tertiary Education Subsidy and Tulong Dunong Program, email us at unifast_OSG. Okay? For any concerns on insurance, ito hindi kasi ito masyado na touch doon. Insurance claims, lahat po kayo ay covered ng insurance dahil kayo under free tuition. Kapag under free tuition, automatic may accident insurance. So yun po, make sure that you email them kung gusto niyo ng certification na kayo ay insured. Or kung kayo nabalian, kasi totoo yan, may nangyayari sa atin yan, or kung may accident na nangyari sa inyo, make sure to email them para makakuha tayo ng reimbursement. Alright? Alright. So without further ado, I am giving you back to the screen. Press 2 nga kung okay pa ang ating 99 na tayo, 99 million. Press 2, handa takbo. Pag oily, press powder. Parang ako yun, alas 7 pa ako kanina may meeting eh. Press 2, press powder. Pag mahal ang Diyos, press the Lord. Okay na tayo? If none, kung wala na, thank you very much. I'm giving you back to our moderators. Enjoy the rest of the program.
Thank you po, Sir Jiker. Ayan. Quick overview ng mga financial programs natin sa ating opisina. So, yun yung other financial assistance programs natin. Take note. And specifically for the SA program, ayan, kaya naman tayo nandito lahat ngayon. You want to be an SA, kailangan nag-a-apply kayo for SA. And for faster processing nga ng ating mga processes sa SA program, kailangan nyo makinig na mabuti sa ating orientation. So makinig kayo ha. So on behalf of Sir Mark, ang ating current SA coordinator, i-discuss ni Ma'am Ivy yung ating SA guidelines. And si Ma'am Ivy din naman ang ating previous na SA coordinator. So let's give the floor kay Ma'am Ivy for the discussion.
Hello, good morning everyone. Good morning sa lahat, especially sa mga estudyanteng gumising ng maaga para maka-attend ng orientation. Thank you, Matt. Tamang sabi ni Matt, on behalf of Kuya Mark, who is sick today, even though he's joining, I'll be presenting to you the different guidelines and the procedure on how to become a student assistant. Joining me today are all of the OSG staff. I-introduce ko lang yung directly nag-a-assist kay Kuya Mark sa SA section. First, we have Rolfren Ray Atienza. Then, si Macho Shena, who's assisting Ray in preparing the payroll. Okay. What is student assistantship? Student assistantship provides us opportunity to work off campus, but during pre-pandemic, you are required to attend or go to the office of the different office that you have applied. Example, pwede siyang sa lab, pwede siyang sa office. Aside from the compensation, tama yung sinabi ni Sir Jiker, you gain experience outside the four walls of the classroom. Siyempre, kung mag-SA ka, may makukuha ka ring mentorship from the different SA supervisor na pinagtatrabahuan mo. Okay, what are the different lists of services and programs under the student assistantship, or what are the different programs that we are offering or we are catering? Of course, we are the one preparing or administering the student assistantship application. We are also the one, or the student assistantship and graduate assistantship program are the one who provide SA and SA supervisors orientation. The section also are the one who is in charge for the request for the change of SA unit coordinator. They are also the one who provided additional allocated hours for the different offices in the university. We also provide certificate of employment for those SA who have graduated and not working in UPLB. By the way, you can use your certificate of employment as one of your work experience when you're going to apply work outside the university. We can also publish the request of the different offices for the SA vacancy, the DTR and the CWA, or the daily time record and the certificate of work for the salary and appointments of the different student assistants. Then we also update and reply to the different email from the SA portal and the email from the SA supervisor. Then we can also facilitate the request for the opening of the Land Bank ATM account. This is for SA purposes only. So we cannot provide you other certification if it's not intended for you to become a student assistant. Okay, what are the qualifications for you to become a student assistant. The first one and the most important is, of course, you have to have, or you have to be an old freshman. You have finished at least one semester in the university. You have attended the SA orientation within the last 2 years. The SA section can check kung kailan umattend yung estudyante and kung kailan valid yung pag-attend ng estudyante. You cannot start reporting or you cannot be hired unless you have attended the SA orientations. For this second semester, the student assistance program have lined up several SA orientation, both for student and for the SA supervisor. You must not be enrolled in more than 21 units as per AO of PAEP and as per SAGA CRR. For those who are graduating or have no other academic units, you must have one academic unit. NSTP, PE, and residency are not allowed. So for you to be able to be granted or accepted as SA, you have to present your Form 5 with at least one academic unit enrolled. Okay, requirements. Applicant must secure a land bank account under his or her name. This is important because all of your salary will be directed to your land bank account. By the way, we're checking and cross-checking whether your name will correspond to the land bank account number that you're going to submit. That's why if you're going to apply, you need to submit the front page or the front page of your land bank ATM account for us to cross-check whether it's the same name or the same account corresponding to that. If you are below 18 years old, you have to have a parental consent. It is under the data privacy form where if you're under 18, your parents must sign the consent form. For this here, even if you have already an existing OSAM account, you need to update your account as per OSIM Memo number 17, which we have released last month. Okay, what are the 3 steps to acquire an OSAM account? Okay, you have to access the link, the bit.ly link provided using your UP Mail. Fill out the necessary details. There are several questions that in their link, you must update and answer all of the questions. Then you have to click submit, then wait for several hours or at least 1 day for you to have a confirmed OSAM account creation. Okay, yung note, don't miss kindly. If you have already an OSAM account, all you have to do is just update it using the website. Okay, we will discuss the common OSAM account question later. If you have any question, kindly post it using the chat. Okay, what are the prescribed working hours per semester? Okay, the work hours of SA per month will depend on your academic or your registered academic load. The minimum hours is 30, but it will vary from 30, 40, 60, 90, and the maximum is 120. If your current load is 1 to 2 units, the maximum work hours per month can be up to 120 hours. If you're enrolled in 13 to 18 units, you have until 90 hours. Then 19 to 21, 60 hours. The hours can be allocated to you based on your current unit's load. The maximum hours of domination is 30, 40, 60, and 120. The maximum hours per day that you can report is 6 hours per day and not more than that. The supervisor will be the one who will decide for the number of hours that will be provided to you. The salary rate for the SA is 60 pesos per hour, up to maximum of 120 hours. If you have 120 hours times 60, you can earn at most 7,200 per month. Okay. Due to the pandemic, some of the work are revised. Before, if you're going to report to the office, most of your work are filing, recording, or assist in answering the phone. But start ng pandemic, medyo na different na revise yung work. So most of you, or we are not required, or you're not allowed to report physically, but you are to work remotely. So some of your work are collation of data or statistical data, count only, because we are still binded with the Data Privacy Act. Creation of publication material for information dissemination. Your SA supervisor can assign you to design publication materials, drafting of office manual operation, of course, without confidential or sensitive data. Drafting of primers, brochure, performing virtual concert for those under SUPSA. You can also assist in video conferencing. You can research online for the list of bibliographical references. Assist in drafting writes-up or statistical report, indexing learning materials via online. Then your SA supervisor can ask you to assist or monitor the office's social media account, then forward to them if you encounter any problem. Mostly during pandemic or during the remote learning, some of the work that being requested to you are like that. What are the different SA category? Of course, you have office assistant, class assistant, the university event and food service assistants, laboratory and research assistant, library assistant, museum assistant, dormitory assistant or peer counselor, then the special university performers. But some of you are office assistant. We do the layouting, announcement, or sharing of different publication materials. What are the guidelines that we have to check that you cannot, or what are those guidelines that we need to instill as an SA or as a student assistant? Of course, you cannot report during your class hour. In applying for a student assistant, you are required to plot your class schedule. So if you have class or classes during that time, you cannot report as SA. You cannot also report during holidays, regular, non-working, including local holidays. So meaning to say, if it is holiday in Los Baños, you cannot report during that time, even if you're in Quezon City, Manila, or any other parts of the Philippines. Tasks that are private, personal in nature of any UPLB personnel, even if it's remote learning, you cannot perform tasks related to personal or private in nature. Like pag may inutos sa inyo yung SA supervisor nyo na personal in nature, you cannot do that. Please bear in mind that you are a student assistant of the office and not a personal assistant of a particular UPLB personnel. You cannot also perform checking of quizzes, exercises, examination, and other tasks that may disclose sensitive personal information of both student and staff. That is prohibited. Okay, sample of SA or daily time record. As you can see on the screen, there are two forms. The SUP-OSC form number 03, that is your SA application form. Then on the right side is the DTR. This one is a certificate of work accomplishment. If you're going to submit your DPR, this will be automatically generated. This is the different guidelines on how are you going to get an allocated hours, or how are the allocated hours distributed in the different SA unit coordinator. The data privacy consent, as we mentioned earlier, you have to comply and abide with the existing data privacy consent form. You can generate it along with your SA application form, and it can be downloaded in the website. What is termination and resignation in a SA assistantship? If an SA who applied and accepted in a particular office failed to report for the continuous 10 working days without prior notice sa supervisor, hindi kayo man lang inform of nag-update sa inyong SA supervisor on why are you not reporting, kung nagka-problem kayo or ano, the 10 continuous working days, you will be automatically suspended or terminated from the office as a student assistantship. The resignation and termination form may be downloaded sa OSAM website. You can check uplbosa.org/download to be filled out and submitted via email. If you are going to discontinue your services, you have to inform your SA supervisor at least 10 days in advance. If you think na you cannot perform the duties of a student assistant, medyo nag-pile up yung academic workload nyo, kindly inform your SA supervisor as soon as possible, kasi di rin naman maganda na ma-terminate ka. It's recorded also as a work accomplishment mo na you've been terminated without reporting for the 10 continuous days. So if you think that medyo nagka-problema ka and you prioritize your academic nagka-problema ka sa academic performance mo, kindly report it immediately to your supervisor. We have to always prioritize our academic load over our student assistantship. Ang student assistantship is here to help us para magkaroon lang tayo ng additional income, but we still have to prioritize our academic performance. Okay, this is your your appointment, the SA appointment form, which is countersigned by the director of the OSG and signed by the Vice Chancellor of the Student Affairs. Under this one, nakalagay dito kung how much is your per hour and how many hours are you going to report, plus the duration or the effectivity of your SA contract. All SA and SA supervisor are expected to strictly comply with the rules and regulation of the student assistantship program. Any violation will be dealt with accordingly. Okay. Any difficulty or problem, kindly refer to the student assistantship program under the Office of Scholarship and grants for immediate and proper action. If you think that your SA supervisor violated any of these rules and regulation covering the duties and responsibility, kindly email the student assistantship program so we can resolve all problems. Okay. These are the most important things that you have or we have to take note. What are your responsibilities as student assistants? Of course, you have to accomplish the monthly DTR and submit the same to the supervisor. You are given until the first 5 days of the start of the month to submit your SA DTR. Okay, SA who did not report for the entire work month may submit DTR. If you are not, kung hindi ka nag-attend or nag-report during the months, I mean 0, you still have to submit your DTR or the certificate of no service. Second one is comply with other relevant policies, rules, and regulation of the university. Third is perform tasks assigned by the unit or office without compromising academic responsibility. Yes, please take note that your academic responsibility will be the top priority, especially prior to examination and submission of papers. All you have to do is inform your SA supervisor if you have an exam, if you have any other activities, so the SA supervisor can adjust schedule or pwedeng limitahan yung mga inuutos sa inyo or yung mga ina-assign sa inyong task. All you have to do is inform your SA supervisor. Inform SA supervisor of upcoming activities and events that may affect delivery of tasks and services. Okay, how are you going to plot your BTR? You're the one who's going to plot your time rendered as student assistant. Then you're also the one who are going to finalize your DTR. The DTR should be sent to your SA supervisor from the SA portal. From the SA portal, you have to send it to your SA supervisor. So medyo yung portal ng SA is mabilis lang naman siya. Once you click submit, mapupunta na siya automatic sa SA supervisor. The SA supervisor also will be notified via email that yung SA ay nagsubmit na ng DTR. There are two options for the supervisor. It's either the supervisor will approve or reset the DTR. If your supervisor think na yung reported data mo sa DTR are true, he or she can approve it. Otherwise, he can reset it. And then you have to discuss, the SA and the SA supervisor should discuss kung ano yung problema dun sa sinabit ng SA na DTR. If approved, the supervisor will have the option to generate the DTR into PDF file along with the certificate of work accomplishment. Okay. It's the duty of the supervisor to print and sign the DTR and the certificate of work accomplishment. No need for you to sign your DTR and the CWA. The supervisor should affix wet signature for both DTR and CWA. Afterwards, it's also the supervisor is going to submit the DTR sa OSG. Then the student assistance program will process the payroll. Medyo, if you can see the hierarchy dito, yung flow chart, medyo madaming dinadaanan yung submission ng payroll. So it will take 2 to 4 weeks bago parang ang maximum na yata ngayon is 2 weeks bago nyo ma-receive via your land bank account yung inyong SA salary. So ganito na lang, sana if you want to receive your salary on time, kindly submit your DTR at least 5 days after the end of every month para the SAT can process your salary on time. So medyo, as you can see sa flowchart, madami siyang dinadaanan na offices. But every offices are doing their best to release your salary on time. So we know that every one of us need money for different activities. So please bear with the different offices that is checking the SA salary. Okay, additional important points. We have to check holidays in the month that are in conflict with the submitted DTR. But I think meron sa program ng plotting ng DTR, nadidetect na yung holidays. So you cannot, but you have to check also kung ano yung mga holidays, even if the program can detect holidays. Ayan, deadline for submission of SA DTR is on the 6th day of the succeeding month. So, kung April ngayon and mag-start kayong mag-SA after this orientation at may nahanap na kayong supervisor, you can send your DTR on the 6th day. So that's May 6. Saturdays and Sundays are not included. We usually post our reminders sa aming Facebook page. Kindly follow us sa lahat ng social media namin. We also posting all of the announcement sa website, but mostly sa Facebook account tsaka sa Twitter. Matt, thank you.
Sige po, thank you po ma'am. For now, magkaroon muna tayo ng 5-minute break before we proceed. Pero yung break pala ay yung games na. So ito ay yung games na, yung break. So, buhay pa ba kayo? After this, we will go to the navigation sa ating SA portal. So, konting ano muna, break muna tayo, maggalaw-galaw muna tayo. For the games, share ako ng screen para sa ating Slido. Gagamit ako ng Slido. Send ko sa inyo yung link. Ayan. For the link, i-chat ko siya. Tapos, punta na lang kayo sa mismong link. Ayan. Ayan. Nakita nyo ba yung link? Yung Slido link natin? Nakita ba? So, puntahan nyo lang yung link. Then, for now, mag-post ako ng isang question lang para makita ko. Share ko yung screen ko dun sa ating Slido. Share screen. SA quiz. Ayan. Nasa Slido. Nakikita nyo na ba ako? Puntahan nyo lang yung link. Konting pa-poll muna tayo habang nag-aantay. Para malaman ko lang din, mag-gauge ko lang din kung ilan na yun dito sa Slido natin. One thing that you want to learn from your SA experience. So wala pang nakapunta sa ating link. Ayan, may isa na. Time management. Sana hindi pera-pera lang ang ating dahilan kung bakit tayo mag-SA. Pero yun naman yung point. Sana may matutunan din talaga tayo while doing our student assistantship. So, time management, maraming gustong matutong mag-manage ng kanilang mga oras, multitasking, work ethics, discipline, workmanship. Anong workmanship kaya? Be productive, sipag at tiyaga, work-life balance. No? Parang mga adulting na talaga itong mga to. How to work? Wala yung binabasa ko. How to work efficiently. Yeah, may 53 participants tayo. So dito kasi sa Slido natin ay may prize, may pa-prize dito. And yung mga tanong lang naman dito, yung mga nanggaling natin kanina sa discussion ni Ma'am Ivy. So dapat nakinig kayo. Sa Slido, may point system tayo. Pero madadali lang kasi yung tanong kaya most likely ay makaka-perfect kayo. So magmamatter dito yung pabilisan sumagot sa mga tanong. So, antayin natin yung iba pa. Ilan bang participants natin? 121. So, 60 pa lang so far. Pag in-start ko kasi, baka maluwi yung iba sa time. So, mag-antay pa tayo ng konti pa participants. So, time management talaga yung gusto nyo matutunan. Dapat matutunan nyo yan. 61. Sige. Proceed tayo. Join the quiz. So, sa pag-register nyo, gamitin nyo full name. First name, last name para mas madali kayo ma-recognize. Para lang dun sa prize from Sir Jiker. From Sir Jiker talaga yan. Salamat po, Sir Jiker. Gusto lang din po namin pasalamatan na aming sponsor, ang director ng OSG. Ayan. First name, last name. Para mas madali natin ma-recognize mamaya sino yung mga winners natin. 47, 48 so far. Sige pa, dagdagan natin. 61 nata kanina. Yan. Register lang. Punta kayo sa link. Sa mga di pa nakapunta sa link, nasa chat po natin. Ito. Yung mga questions natin sa chat box, may mga nagde-direct message sa akin. I-address natin mamaya sa Q&A portion natin. Ayan. Post sa sir. Pera, pera, pera. So, di pa kayo naging SA, may pera na agad kayo, no? So, nakinig kayo. So, mag-proceed na tayo sa first question. Sige, proceed tayo. 63 na tayo. First question. Ito. Ang prospective SA applicant pwedeng mag-apply if di pa nakapag-orientation. Di siya naka-attend pa ng ganitong orientation. Pwede ba siya mag-apply online sa ating portal? Yes, no? It depends. May nagsabi yes. Karamihan no. May nagsabi it depends. Depende. Ang sagot ay no. Maharang agad kayo sa system. Online lahat kasi ang processes natin. So, i-input namin sa portal yung student numbers nyo na mga naka-attend. Tapos, pag di kayo naka-attend, di kayo makapag-proceed sa application. Pero ang validity ng mga orientation natin, 2 years, no? So, if naka-attend kayo within 2 years ng inyong application, ay pwede pa naman kayo mag-apply. Yan. So, next question. Ano ang salary rate, sabi ni Ma'am Ivy, ng mga SA? 80 per hour, 80 pesos per day. Pesos to, huwag nyo isipin dollars. 60 per hour, 60 per day. Ano ba ang salary rate nyo pag naging SA kayo? May sumagot? 80, 80, 60 per day. Ay, nag-60 per day. Grabe naman yung 60 per day. 60 per hour naman yung rate natin. Ayan. 60 per hour po ang ating rate ng mga SAs natin. Next question. Pwede ba kayo magtrabaho 8 hours sa isang araw? Natrabaho ang 8 hours sa isang araw. Feel kong masipag ako ngayon. Lulubusin ko na. Sagad ko ng 8 hours. Yes, no, it depends. Yan. Madami nag-yes. Mas madami nag-no. It depends. Bawal ang 8 hours. And based sa discussion natin, 6 hours lang a day ang pwede nating i-plot sa system, sa DTRs natin. So, pag 8 hours kasi, parang kayo na rin kami, no? Empleyado na rin talaga yun na 8 hours na trabaho sa isang araw. So, kailangan natin notes, estudyante pa rin kayo, 6 hours lang tayo pwede mag-report as SA. Ito, nagkaroon ng class suspension. Hindi nyo naman din na ina-expect. Pwede ka bang mag-report na lang as SA ng time na yon na wala namang klase nga naman, wala naman gagawin. Yes, no, it depends. May nag-yes. So, bawal pa rin, no? Mahaharang pa rin sa system natin yan, kahit mag-plot kayo. Kasi nga, sa oras na yon dapat nag-aaral kayo. Nagkaroon lang ng class suspension, pero gugulin nyo pa rin ang oras na yon para sa pag-aaral. So, hindi nyo ma-plot sa DTR. Even if wala kayong klase. Ito, pwede ba kayong mag-report during weekends? May U2C supervisor during the weekend. Pwede ba akong mag-report? Pwede ako mag-plot ng aking hours during the weekend? Yes, no, it depends. Ayan, may nag-yes, pero mas maraming no. So, bawal po tayo mag-report during the weekend. Hindi rin natin mapaplot sa ating DTR. So, ang schedule lang natin reporting, 8 to 5, for now 8 to 5, Monday to Friday. Doon lang tayo pwede mag-plot sa ating DTR. So, leaderboard. Ang una natin ay si Francesca Gonzalez. Number 2 si Remus. Number 3 si Amiel. Ayan. So, 5 or 5. Sabi sa inyo, tayo makaka-perfect eh. No? So, nagkakaroon lang talaga ng difference sa ating time. So, bilisan nyo pa. Pwede pa mag-iba tong ranking na to. Next question. Sige. Pindot ko ba siya? Ayan. The student assistant, pwede na magtrabaho agad kahit hindi pa napaprocess yung appointment. Wala pa kayong tatanggap na email na pwede na kayo mag-report. Pero napasa nyo na kay supervisor, pwede ka na rin ba mag-start, mag-report? Wala may nag-true, 10% na naman pala. May nag-true, so naming false. So, bawal pa, wag pa kayo mag-report pag hindi pa kayo nakakatanggap ng email notification na pwede na kayo mag-report. So, pwede nga kasing naipasa nyo na kay supervisor, Pero supervisor naman, di pa napapasa sa amin, di pa namin napaprocess. So, technically, di pa rin kayo pwedeng mag-report. Kahit mag-report kayo by that time, nang wala kayong appointment, ay baka hindi mabayaran yung hours na tinatrabaho nyo. So, wag muna hanggat hindi pa nakatanggap ng email notification. Next question. Ay, leaderboard. Ayan. So, same pa rin. Naging number 2 na si Emil. Number 3 na si Remo. So, ang bilis magbago ng ating leaderboards. Next question. Ito, pwede daw mag-check out, buy online, add to cart, do online shopping. Kasi utos ni supervisor. Sino ba naman ako para tanggin si supervisor? Pwede ba yon? Yun ay ang utos sa atin supervisor eh. Yes, no? So, as much as possible, iwasan din natin yung mga ganun task, no? Alam din naman ng supervisor yan, may rotation din kami for them. So, pag nagiging yun nga, personal in nature na yung mga task, ay as much as possible, ay iwasan natin. So, dapat office-related tasks lang yung may bibigay sa inyo, sa atin. Ito, SAs, hindi nyo kasi feel si supervisor na-applyan nyo. Parang feel nyo, hindi rin naman makakapag-report na ayos. Pwede ko siyang paltan anytime without resigning para makahanap ka ng ibang supervisor. Ayan, true. Marami nag-true. False, it depends. So, ayan. Bawal siya without resigning. No? So, if hindi nyo feel yung supervisor nyo, walang connection, hindi kayo vibes, hindi kayo pwedeng lumipat sa iba without resigning. So, nandun yung risk na baka walang ibang opening. So, at your own risk gawin yung pag-anong mga decision. Pero as much as possible, yung mga pag-a-applyan nyo din, dapat committed na rin kayo talaga pag nakuha kayong SA. So, very rare. Wala namang ganitong case pa so far. Ito, responsibilidad ng supervisor or ng office head, yung pag-print ng application sa papers, pagpirma, yung wet signature na original sa DTR at SIWA. Kanila ba yun or sa inyo? The responsibility. Ayan, hati ang boses ng taong bayan. 59% true, 41% false. What's the answer? So true, no? For now kasi remote learning so lahat ng physical na stuff na mga duties ay sa kanila. Like pagpirma, pagprint, even yung pagpasa sa office namin ng mga papers, responsibility ni supervisor yan. So kayo ay e-signature lang yung hinihingi namin sa inyo. Pero for faster processing, kailangan yung makipag-coordinate, communicate with your supervisor. Kasi daming times na nagtatanong si SA, asan yung salary ko? Pwede na ba ako mag-report? Kasi nakapagpasa na nga naman sila kay supervisor. Pero si supervisor hindi pa na-forward sa amin. So, wala pa kami tatanggap na papel technically. So, for faster processing, always coordinate and communicate with your SA supervisors. Ayan. Next question. Or leaderboard. Ayan, si Francesca, nag-iba na yung number 2 at number 3 natin. Pero si Francesca pa rin, si Joanne, at si Kevin. Layo ng difference ng time ni Francesca. Sige. Top 3, nabanggit ko ba? Top 3 ang mabibigyan ng prize ng ating sponsor, si Director Jiker. Ayan. Next question. May 2 questions pa tayo. Ayan. Tuwing kailan nyo ba kailangan i-update yung awesome account ninyo? Every month, every semester, every academic year, o once is enough. Pwede naman ng once. Basta na-update ko na siya, ay okay. Ayan, hati. Every month, may sumagot ng bawat sa lahat ng options natin. No? Pero ano ba ang sagot? Ayan. Every semester, kailangan i-update yung awesome account. May memo naman tayo dyan. Bakit ba kailangan i-update yung awesome account? Kasi dito namin na-check yung number of units nyo para tugma doon sa hours na ibibigay sa inyong supervisor. May cases kasi na madaming units si SA. Like, siguro mga 18 units, tapos nabigyan ng 120 hours. Hindi yun yung bracketing natin. So, kailangan ma-check din namin siya. Kaya kailangan nyo siyang i-update every semester. At nandito rin kasi yung mga necessary information nyo. Kunwari, kailangan namin kayo kontakin. May mga problem sa processing. So, madali namin kayo makontak pag may details kami na pwedeng ma-check lagi. So every time i-update si awesome account. Last question or leaderboard. Ayan, si Francesca pa rin, si Joanne and Kevin. So si Jomery, tayo lang sila ni Kevin. So pabilisan pa to. Top 3 lang eh. Top 3 lang makukuha natin. Okay. Isang question ba tayo? Ito. Ano ang maximum work hours ng SA if nag-fall ka win 19 to 21 units? May 19 to 20 units ka for this SEM, 21 units. Ano ang max hours na pwedeng ma-assign sa yung supervisor? 30, 40, 60, or 90? Anong sagot? 30 hours, 40, 60, 90? So, 60 hours. Pag may 19 to 21 ka na units, academic units, di kasama HK, NSTP, 60 hours ang max na pwedeng bigay sa supervisor. So, sinong nanalo? Si Francesca pa rin ang nanalo. Tapos number 2, si Jomery. Number 2 si Jomery. Sino nga ba yung number 2 kanina? Tapos number 3 si Kevin. So congratulations. Sana yung iba. Ayan, dami rin mga naka-perfect. Pero sana yung iba din ay may natutunan sa ating, may natandaan sa ating essay orientation. So sa mga winners, i-DM ko kayo sa ating chat sa Zoom para makuha yung GCash details nyo. So, sige po, let's proceed po sa ating pag-navigate sa SA portal. So, tawagan ulit natin si Ma'am Ay para discuss naman yung pag-navigate sa SA portal.
Hello. Congratulations dun sa mga nanalo. May mga parts na hindi ko na-emphasize but you still get it correctly. Thank you. Let's move on sa may hindi pala ako na-discuss kanina. Yung SA program natin na remote from home na arrangement is the first one among the UP system as chinat ni Sir Jiker sa ating group chat. Ang UPLB rin also ang may unang nag-implement remotely ng work from home arrangement for student assistantship. Okay, let's move on the how to navigate using Awesome or how to apply. The SA programs are the first program among OVCSA who implement the full online application system ng mga programs dito sa OVCSA. Submission of application, submission of DTR and certificate of work accomplishment, na fully automated and online SA program yung unang nag-implement. How are you going to apply for your SA application using the Awesome? First, you have to visit ovcsa.uplb.edu.ph. As you can see on your screen. After navigating or clicking the link, you will be navigated using the system through SA opportunities. Doon sa Awesome account, kung makikita nyo, may mga different clickable section doon. You have to click SA opportunities para makita nyo kung ano yung mga different SA availability sa different offices ng UPLB. Okay, sorry. How are you going to apply for an SA position? When you navigate the OSAM, you have to click SA opportunities. By clicking SA opportunities, lalabas doon yung different vacant SA position na available for the said semester. As you can see on the screen, yan yung sample. For example, sa office namin, ako yung SA supervisor. Ano yung mga SA na kailangan ko or ano yung qualification ng SA na kailangan ko? Of course, nakalagay dyan, publication of scholarship and announcement through social media. To access the complete directory of the vacant SA position under sa different UPLB offices, kindly check the site directory.uplb.edu.ph. Okay, once you apply, you have to wait for the email or the SA supervisor to accept your application. If the particular SA supervisor accept your position, you can generate your SA application by clicking the clickable link generate. Please take note na marami namang nakapublish na mga SA position. All you have to do is email first the SA supervisor, email your application letter or your resume or biodata para ma-review niya kung yung qualification mo mag-fit dun sa hinahanap nilang SA. Okay, in the SA application generation, nakalagay doon kung ano yung sa publication kasi ng mga available slot for SA, nakalagay naman doon kung ilan yung hours na allotted with the corresponding qualification. So, makakapili naman kayo doon if you're qualified for the 60, the 30, the 90, and the 120 hours. Please take note also na once you generate your SA application, kailangan i-fill out mo rin yung data privacy form. Doon rin sa application generation, tatanungin rin yung land bank account mo tsaka yung if the land bank account corresponds sa pangalan mo. So, sa pag-submit ng SA application, we are also asking you to submit to us a copy of your photocopy of the front page of your land bank ATM savings account. Besides typing the account number, we will also request for you to submit the photocopy of the front page of the land bank account. Okay, how are you going to plot your SA class schedule? Dun sa OSAM account, once na mag-apply ka or your SA application was accepted by the SA supervisor, ipa-plot mo dun yung mga subjects mo based from your Form 5. Please also be reminded na besides plotting your enrolled courses, we will be asking you also to submit the Form 5, the copy of a Form 5. So we can cross-check kung yung schedule na plinlat mo sa OSAM account or sa OSAM will be matching the subject that you are officially enrolled in. For example, if you are only enrolled sa thesis, di ba sa thesis, sa Form 5 makikita mo, minsan may nakalagay na TBA or to be arranged. If you're only plotting the thesis subject, at wala siyang nakalagay na time, kindly choose a particular time na i-perform mo yung thesis mo. For example, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you'll be performing or doing your thesis, kindly plot it sa 8 to 12 or ano yung oras, kung ilang oras yung gagawin mo dun sa thesis mo. That is for those na naka-enroll sa thesis na walang particular hour na nakalagay sa Form 5. So, yung OSAM, may makakaroon siya ng basis kung kailan ka lang pwedeng mag-report as SA na hindi mako-conflict dun sa class schedule mo or dun sa thesis preparation mo or dun sa paggawa mo ng thesis. Okay, SA BTR generation. Yung SA BTR generation, For those na first time mag-SA, you need to write or input the number of hours that you have reported. For example, nung last March 2, nag-report ka ng AM between 8 to 9. Then sa PM, nag-report ka ng 1 to 3. So automatic the system will compute how many hours have you reported during that particular day. So click add record ka lang para sa time in, time out. Please take note that you can have your time in the morning between 8 a.m. to 12 noon. Then if you're going to report in the afternoon and you started at 12, you cannot input 12, but you can input 12:01 until sa time out. Please take note also that you are only required to report 6 hours per day between 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Wala pa tayong arrangement sa OSAM that you can report after 5 p.m. Okay, the SA DTR draft. Ito yung lalabas na draft para sa SA. Of course, ang pag-generate natin ng DTR is by monthly. So, we have started last March and April. You will be submitting your DTR for April after the 6th day of the beginning of every month. Yung total number of hours is automatically computed dun sa SA program or sa OSAM program. That will be the sample. Total number of hours is 1.07. Okay, that's all. We can accept question if you feel na meron kaming or meron akong hindi na discuss. For concern, clarification question, flash on your screen are the different social media account and the email of the scholarship, the student assistantship and graduate assistance. You may also text us or call by a number 0999-2272-809. Matt, we can have the question and answer. May question po ba? You can raise your hand or you can unmute your mouth or your mic.
For questions po, sige po. Huwag po kayo mahiya. You can chat it in our chat box. So marami po tatanong, yung presentation naman natin at recording ay sesend naman sa mga UP mail nyo. So nag-register naman kayo, masasendan din ang presentation. Ayan. Other questions? Yung mga tanong po ba? Ayan. Sa land bank account, basta may personal land bank account kayo na when nagtanong kanina. So, pwede nyo gamitin kahit gamit nyo yan sa other scholarships. Pero kung personal land bank account nyo siya, nakapangalan sa inyo, pwede nyo siyang gamitin for SA. Other questions? Ayun. So, may nagtanong po. Ayan. May nagtatanong sa akin si Julien. Wala. Pwede bang basahin ko ito? Basahin ko yung outline yung tanong, no? Para yung kung may same questions lang din ma-address natin. Wala po bang minimum work hours per day? Ma'am Ivy?
Minimum work hours, 6 hours per day lang po yung allowed. You cannot have more than 6 kasi kami nga pong government employee until 8 hours lang. So 6 hours per day po ang maximum. Ang minimum po, pwede po kayong mag-report 30 minutes up to ilang minutes or 15 minutes lang po. It's up to you po kung kailan po kayo pwedeng mag-report. If you feel free na wala kayong ACADS na ipa-prioritize, you can report anytime between 8 to 5 p.m. po.
Ayan. So, wala tayong minimum, maximum lang ang meron tayo. Maximum 6 hours, minimum kahit ilan. Kahit nga di kayo mag-report in a day eh. So, depende sa inyo yan. How long po ang term of appointment ng SA? So, ang SAs natin ay kada semester siya. Yung appointment niya, no? So, after the SEM, mawawala yung appointment nyo. So, you have to apply again the next semester. Another question, ano pong link ng OSAM account? Login. So, sa pag-create ng OSAM account, i-email nyo, may bibigay kami email address, mag-email kayo doon. Tapos sabihin nyo yung mag-create kayo ng Asam account. Sige, wait. Hanapin ko lang din yung email address. Or Sir Mark, may email address po ba, Sir Mark? Ayan, email it@uplbausa.org, chinat ni Sir Mark sa ating chat box. So, hingan kayo ng mga files na like ID and Form 5, I think. So, email yun lang sila.
Yes, for those who have existing awesome account, kindly visit obcsa.uplb.edu.ph. Then yung login button doon sa upper rightmost, click login para maka-update kayo for those na meron na existing awesome account. For those naman na wala, chinat ni Kuya Mark yung email address, you can communicate with them that you're going to apply for an awesome account.
Ayun po. So, may nagtanong yung front ng land bank, yung ATM card, front ng ATM card or deposit slip kung wala pa kayong ATM card na available. Basta makikita lang namin yung account number ng land bank nyo, land bank account. So, huwag nyo isasend sa amin likod ng ATM kasi baka
Yes.
magamit namin yan sa ibang bagay. Front lang or yung deposit slip kung wala pang ATM card.
Yes, if you're going to request for the land bank certification para sa lowering ng opening of account ng land bank, all you have to do is email yung section ni Kuya Mark sa, I think it's saga_osg.uplb@up.edu.ph.
So, pwede po ba ang land bank na gamit for SLAS? Yes, pwede po yun basta personal account nyo. Nakapangalan sa inyo yung account. Ilan po ang average na SA na nang-verify at nakapasok per SEM? Depende. Pero currently, this SEM, meron tayong 100 plus na SA. 150, I think, more or less. So, madadagdag pa kayo. So, depende yun sa available, kung ilan din yung nagre-request na units na kailangan ng SA. Pero sa ngayon ay 150 more or less na ang SAs natin. May tanong kung pwede daw other banks, hindi po pwede. Land bank lang po yung pinapayagan ng ating accounting office at cashier's office.
So ngayon, as of now.
Na mode ng pag-credit ng inyong salary. So land bank talaga kailangan mag-apply ng personal savings account. Ito, may tanong kasama po ba yung mid-year? Iba pa siya for December, no? So kung magkakaroon man ng application for mid-year, panibagong application yun. So, nag-a-announce naman kami sa FB page. Visit nyo na din, i-follow nyo yung FB page namin. Nandun lahat ng announcement. If mag-open din for this coming mid-year. May nagtanong ulit. Yung assurance, kung matatanggap, depende kasi siya sa supervisor. Hindi sa amin yun nagpo-fall eh. Depende yun sa usap nyo ng supervisor. So, sa website naman namin, dun sa vacancies, nandun naman yung email addresses ng pinag-a-applyan nyo. So, i-email nyo din sila. So, baka kasi limited lang din yung vacancies. So, as soon as possible sana ay makapag-communicate na sa supervisor. So, sila makakaalam nun tungkol kung matatanggap ba kayo or hindi. So, pag nakita nyo yung vacancies sa ating website, nandun din naman sa ovcsa.up.edu.ph. Ayan. So, nandun yung vacancies natin. May mga tanong pa. Ayun, ninote din ni Sir Mark, kailangan yung i-check lagi yung maintaining balance yun na 500 pesos. Kasi kung mag-below maintaining yan, magka-close yung land bank accounts, hindi na makikredit yung salary. So, pwede nga kayo mag-request sa amin ng certificate on lowering the maintaining balance to 100 pesos. Kung may ganong request kayo, mag-email lang kayo sa amin at saga_roasty. Chinat din ni Sir Mark sa ating chat box. Panibagong application pag mid-year. No? So, visit our Facebook page for updates if may open. Pero last mid-year nagkaroon ng opening, no? So, most likely this mid-year din, if maraming demand for SAs, magkakaroon tayo ng panibagong application schedule dyan. Pag meron ng land bank account, no need for certification. Pwedeng yun na yung lagay nyo sa SA application form. Basta may land bank account tayo. May tanong pa? Ayan. Sa pag-update ng Awesome account, punta lang sa website. Mayroon naman doon na update yung Awesome account. So, doon nyo rin mababago if yung mga details nyo, like degree program, address, kung nagbabago yung address. Contact number, kailangan updated din yung lagi. UP mail, kailangan updated. And that updated yung contact numbers. Ayan. So, may tanong, do we need to have land bank account before applying? Di naman siya kailangan before applying. Mas maganda ay mag-communicate na agad kayo kay supervisor. Pero hindi kayo makapag-proceed sa application ng wala land bank account. So, pagsabay nyo yung paghahanap ng prospective na vacancy sa pag-process din ng land bank account. So, pag kasi hindi nyo pinrocess agad, baka matagalan din yung appointment. Hindi kayo makapag-proceed. Ayan. Sa portal, kailangan required yung land bank account para ma-generate ang application form. Regarding dun sa job description, sa vacancies, ay si supervisor na makakaalam nga nun. Kaya i-email nyo siya sa email address na nakalagay sa website. So kung ma-check nyo yung website, nandun yung email address, doon yung itanong yung tungkol sa vacancy ng office.
Matt, may nagtatanong kasi first time yung mag-apply sa SA. Yung guide kasi binigay namin for yung directory, kung makikita nyo doon, may corresponding email yun ng SA supervisor. So if you're going to apply to a particular SA supervisor, siguro mas maganda that you send your application letter, then your biodata or resume straight sa email niya. Dun sa letter nakalagay that you're interested to apply as his or her student assistant. Especially kung doon sa naka-publish na qualification ay nag-fit ka naman. After that, ma-email mo siya at nag-reply sa yung SA supervisor at ina-accept ka niya, may ipapadala kasi siyang code for you to apply and generate SA application.
Ayan. So, coordinate nyo na lagi doon sa supervisor na nag-post ng vacancy. May tanong po ulit, tama po ba na we cannot report as SA beyond 5 p.m.? So, technically sa ating system, hindi na kayo makakapag-plot ng beyond 5 p.m. Pero kunwari, pwede kayo mag-work. Kung output-based yung usapan yung supervisor, pwede kayo mag-work. Pero hindi nyo yun mapaplot yung oras na yun sa ating Awesome system. So, 8 to 5 lang pwede mag-plot, Monday to Friday. So, technically, hindi na makapag-plot beyond 5 p.m. Regarding dun sa description ng job, coordinate na natin. Yung mga trabaho kasi na ibibigay ng supervisor ay dumadaan lang sa amin yung approval, pero sila pa rin yung nagbibigay ng task. Hindi kami yung nagbibigay ng task sa inyo. Yung office, yung supervisor mismo ng office na yan. So, if may tanong regarding sa job, sa natrabahuhin nyo, gagawin nyo, while being an SA, i-email nyo sila dun sa directory natin. Nandun yung email address. Dun sa nag-close sa land bank account, the case kasi pag hindi na o-open ulit So kailangan mag-apply na land bank account. Pero kung hindi ka pa naman sure na close, i-check mo rin muna sa land bank. Kung close na ba talaga siya, baka naman pwede pa So check sa land bank account, if nag-close, apply na pa. Sige, may tanong pa ba? Ayan, posible na maubusan ng slot ng vacancy. since yun nga, maraming gusto mag-apply as SA, pero konti lang yung vacancy, konti lang yung request ng supervisor. So, as soon as possible, i-email nyo agad yung supervisor ng office na yon para malaman kung tumatanggap pa sila.
Yes, for this after this SA orientation, kindly check yung directory kasi may mga bagong request naman for SA allocated hours. So baka pwede kayong mag-apply. So check lang yung directory sa website.
Pwede na ba mag-apply after this orientation? Pwede na. Kahit during, habang sasalita kami ngayon. Kasi ang application period natin nagsimula nung March pa. So, i-check nyo na agad yung website ngayon kung may open pa. Then, i-email nyo agad yung supervisor. Sige. Habang may tanong pa yung iba, pwedeng mag-fill up na rin kayo ng evaluation form natin para makatanggap kayo ng certificate ng attendance dito sa ating orientation. Pero kung may tanong pa, i-chat nyo lang din ha. Pero yung mga walang tanong, pwede na kayo mag-start mag-fill up ng evaluation form. Ayan. Regarding sa Awesome account, yung binigay na email address kanina ni Kuya Mark, i-paste ko na lang din. Para dito kayo mag-email regarding sa inquiries nyo regarding sa pag-create na Awesome account. Ayan. Sige. So, for other questions, pwede naman kayong laging mag-email sa Saga natin. Saga email natin, saga_osg, that you can be at up.edu.ph. And don't forget to fill out yung ating evaluation form para makatanggap kayo ng certificate. And kung wala na, sige, may brief message sa atin si Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs, ating napakaganda, napaka-fresh lagi si DC Janet Silva. Sige po, ma'am.
Buti nag-lipstick ako para para may justice naman yung sinabi ni Kuya Matt. Ayan. Maraming salamat sa ating mga students who joined us on a Monday para sa SA orientation. Second batch na ito for this SEM. Hopefully may enough time pa kayo para din makapag-work. At lagi namin sinasabi, not really a stepping stone para sa trabaho kasi magagamit nyo talaga sa inyong CV, malaking bagay yung nakikita nila that you have an experience working alongside government employees kasi considered government employees din ang mga nasa universidad doon sa inyong mga CV in the future if you apply. Gusto namin talaga ng kabahagi kami at sana ganun yung nature of work na makuha nyo, maging kabahagi kami sa pag-shape ng future workforce of the Philippines na may dangal, husay, at really embodiment of what it is to be called scholar ng bayan, yung mantra natin for honor and excellence. Bitbitin natin yun kasi we have seen the declining quality of honor and excellence sa mga government servants natin sa kasalukuyan. Pero again, thank you talaga for the time na inyong ibinigay. Pasensya na kayo, medyo marami pa rin talagang mga processes. Mahirap talaga kasi COA-ball yung mga sweldo. You can only imagine yung mga pinagdadaanan naman ng mga empleyado din para makasahod. But I think that's part of the challenge that we have to address at kabahagi tayo dun sa mag-a-address noon. Nag-segue talaga kasi malapit ang election. So pagkakataon din natin para pumili ng mga servants ng gobyerno, public servants na mag-aayos dun sa mga sistema at magle-lessen ng burokrasya para hindi kasing challenging. Imagine student assistants ang inyong ina-applyan but you have to undergo a lot of processes at tali yung kamay natin kasi bahagi siya, we have to liquidate everything. So sana ay eye-opener siya for all of us para din mamili ng mga magsisilbi sa bayan na ang intention talaga ay to really serve and to make this bureaucratic processes easy. mawala or easier hopefully. At kapit lang po, lagi namin sinasabi sa inyo, kapit lang po, malapit na hopefully talaga yung pagbabalik natin, yung ligtas na balik eskwela ng lahat. We are gearing towards the gradual reopening of the campus and hopefully ay makabalik na kayo sa university. We would really want to see you face to face. Again, magandang umaga, happy Monday sa inyo lahat. Thank you OSG for this event for our students.
Thank you po, Vice Janet. Salamat. Pinaunakan talaga tayo ni Ma'am Janet. Hands-on talaga ni Ma'am Janet. Thank you po. Ayun, so marami nga rin nagtatanong kanina regarding sa face-to-face, kung pwede mag-essay face-to-face. So currently, wala pa tayong ganong guidelines, pero niluluto na din siya. We are coming up with the guidelines on implementing yung face-to-face na student assistantship program natin. So for updates, visit nyo lang yung FB page namin. So doon naman unang lumalabas yung updates. Ayun. So to end our program, kantahin natin yung UP namin ba. So, yun po ang end ng program na. Pero quickly lang din, sa mga kaya magbukas ng ating mga cameras, quick photo op lang tayo, no? Para